Hey there, fellow readers. Mrs. Weidman here, and today we're going to be talking about Neil Gaiman's The Graveyard Book. And this is one of those books that we don't usually talk about because it is a little bit older. However, we're going to talk about it today because it is kind of considered like a classic in the young adult genre today, right? And a large part of that comes from this little sticker showing that The Graveyard Book won the Newbery Medal back in 2009. So the Graveyard Book is a little bit atypical, it's a little bit different, but it's definitely a great book for anybody who loves books with a paranormal kind of spooky element to it. And one of our readers put it best when they said this book started with a really emotionally disturbing scene, right, and then kind of morphed into something unexpected. So how this book starts is you're actually introduced to this tiny little family in this tiny little town, right? And one night, this guy who's this total psychopath, this total crazy lunatic who only goes by the name Jack, shows up at this family's house and he kills the mom, the dad, and the older sister. And the only survivor is actually this tiny little baby who somehow managed to escape his crib, crawl up a hill outside of the house, and slip into the bars of a graveyard, right? And when this evil guy Jack tries to pursue this baby, right, this infant, into the graveyard, he encounters the residents of the graveyard, who are, of course, ghosts, right? People who have died a long time ago. Well, these ghosts take it upon themselves to protect this tiny little human child, right? And so these two ghosts, Mr. and Mrs. Owens, adopt the baby, name him Nobody Owens, right, and give him the blessings of the graveyard, which allows Bod, as he comes to be known, certain gifts and abilities that normal humans don't have. However, they never let Nobody or Bod leave the graveyard because they believe that this evil guy Jack is going to come back and try to finish the work he started that night by killing Bod's entire human family. So if you love spooky books, if you love paranormal books, if you kind of want to read what we consider a classic in the literary world today, especially for children readers, then I would highly recommend The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. Hope to see y'all online soon.